Hey there, welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. Today we're going to put some seeds in the ground. Our first seeds being direct sown in the spring. Come along. All right, check out my carrot patch. There's not many carrots because most of them got froze back by the big freeze. We've got some in here, but there's a lot of space. So we're going to plant some radishes in and amongst these carrots and see if we can't get those to come up. They'll be done in a month or a month and a half, and we can harvest those, and these carrots will just continue to grow here. Kind of weedy around the edges. That's okay. That just means spring is here. I also have all this space, and it's not doing anything. What was here got frozen and killed off. We saved a few of these cauliflowers, got some space down here. I'm going to put some turnips in. This is where I'm going to grow tomatoes and peppers this coming spring in earnest. Those plants will go out after March 1st, but we can plant those if we've still got some turnips and radishes in here. The radishes will be out really quick. I've got a bunch of different kinds of radishes today we're going to put in. My son Sam is going to come help me, and we're just going to plug in some stuff in the ground. What we're going to do is take our hole maker 5000, and we don't need to go deep for radishes. I'm just going to kind of break up the soil here. Remove any of the weeds if you see them. All right. Like there's a weed right there in between those two carrots. You can pluck that out. And just in this open spaces, these available spaces where the carrots are, I'm going to rough up the soil. And we're just going to drop some radishes out here.
Is this a carrot?
That might be a carrot, yeah. But you can do radishes in trenches, individual holes. I think I'm just gonna rough up the soil and sprinkle some seeds in.
How rough?
Like this, where it's loose. Because these things don't need to be planted very deep. Let me see. My favorite radish is this Malaga. And I've got some fresh seed here.
You're like a little kid playing in the dirt with a stick.
Yeah. So we plant these a 1/4 inch deep. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sprinkle some on this soil that I've loosened up to about a 1/4 inch deep. And then just kind of cover them over, pull some soil back. Radish seeds are pretty big. They should be kind of spaced apart a little bit, but we can thin if we have to. This is called broadcasting.
How are you doing it?
Huh?
How are you doing it?
What do you mean?
Roughing it up.
Just like that. Just kind of dragging it around. And then I'm just going to loosely cover these over. If you're looking for a crop that grows quickly and is very satisfying, especially if you've got some kids or new gardeners, radishes are the way to go. They are very fast, and if you like radishes, that's a bonus. Remember, we want to put them out there not real tight together, but if you get some that way, it doesn't matter. This is Purple Plum from Seeds for Generations. Seeds for Generations has had a fire that has destroyed their business, and they're trying to rebuild, so keep them in your prayers. I'm just going to broadcast some of this seed over here, and then cover it over the soil I loosened up this morning. All you have to do is just cover it like that. With the coarseness of this soil, these seeds will drop down into the gap about a 1/4 inch right where you want them. And that's it. Then we'll just water that in and we'll have radishes. I'm going to move down and plant these French breakfast radishes. I don't know why you'd want to have a radish for breakfast.
Oh.
I bought these on a whim today at Home Depot. I normally don't buy my seeds from there, but Burpee is a reliable seed company, so you don't have to worry about that. Get your seeds, just get you some seeds. All right, I'm just going to sprinkle these in to this already loosened soil. You wouldn't want to do it this way if the soil wasn't already loose. That's a whole seed packet for $2.95. Man, I was looking at the starts that you can buy at the store of various plants, and they're $6. You know, normally we would put our seeds in the ground after our average last frost date, which is March the 1st. Today's February, what, the 8th?
6th.
Anyway, it's the beginning of February, and we're planting seeds in the ground because these radishes will germinate even if it gets a little cool. And the weather guys have said that we're not likely to get another freeze, so we're gonna risk it and put these seeds in. Let's put some turnips in here. How deep does it say to plant the turnips seeds?
1/4 to 1/2 inch.
So about the same as the radishes. I want to do these in rows. So I'm just going to take my hole maker 5000 and make me a row. How far apart do we have to space the rows?
4 inches.
That's about 6 inches. I got another turnip I'm going to put over there, so let's just put a few rows here. And peanut, that came from Five Guys and it was in the compost bin. All right, so let's just drop them in carefully this time.
Oh.
Did you broadcast already? Oh, those are little.
Yeah.
Okay, well then let's do it the way we always do, just kind of sprinkle them quickly down the row. So we're just sprinkling these seeds in here, and then we'll cover them over. It's really easy. Starting from seeds is not rocket science. It's a pretty simple affair. How much do we have left? Not much?
Last handful.
Okay, well that's a good thing we only did a half a side. All right, now just gently cover that row over. Yep. Now that's pretty coarse soil, so what we'll want to do is water it in and let the soil settle over those seeds, and hopefully they will be deep enough. Now these turnips will take a little more time than radishes, obviously. Your seed packet will tell you how long these will take to bulk up and be harvestable. Let's get a little more over on this top end. Right in here. I want to make sure we get them good and wet.
Like soaking or?
Yeah, it'll soak down. We want to make sure that there's enough water to settle in the finer material around those tiny seeds. That'll work. Let's go water our radishes. All right, let's just water this whole area, and everywhere we put radishes. Here, let me get these over here. It is very important to water in seeds that you've broadcasted, because you want it to settle down, that soil, that loose soil, and yeah, and you can see some seeds on the surface. That's okay. Birds will get those. The rest of those seeds down in there will grow for us. Even some of those surface sown ones might sprout. So, do you like radishes?
Not really. I've grown them.
Yeah, I like roasted radishes the most. They get all sweet, tender. And I've pickled them before. Yeah, we did all of this, didn't we? Folks, teach your children how to garden. They might not take it up when they move out on their own, but someday they might change their mind and they might grow a garden. And if you spend some time with your children outdoors doing this kind of stuff, you're teaching them skills that most kids don't get these days. So invest in the next generation. They might need to garden. They might find themselves in a situation where they've got to produce food. And this is a teaching garden. We don't eat a ton of food out of here because, well, look how small it is. We get some, but I doubt we could live off of this. If we had to live off of a garden, we'd have to convert this whole backyard. But this teaches the skills you need. Thanks a lot, Sam. Okay, so now our garden is officially underway. We have an overlap garden. We have our fall crops still in, and now we have some spring crops that we've planted. We have carrots with radishes. We've got leeks over here. We have more radishes. We've got some cabbage, got some cauliflower, and we just planted some turnips. Got our onions, 4 varieties, some more cabbage over there, more leeks over there. So that's what's in the 3 main beds right now, and that will carry us into the spring and, well, get us to the point where we take our seedlings upstairs that are under the grow lights and plant them out around March 1st. And we might have some stuff still in the garden that we have to interplant those crops. Doesn't matter. We're just going to enjoy this spring, have some casual gardening, spend time out here planting what we want to grow. And well, if you'd like to learn how to garden in a small backyard context like this, please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and hit that bell notification so you won't miss anything as the spring ramps up. We got a lot of gardening to do. My son's going to be helping me a little more. I'm going to be teaching him and hopefully teaching you something. Happy gardening to you. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.